Welcome back to our Getting Started with HPE Consumption Analytics video series. In this episode, we will introduce the recommendation feature. It captures resource attributes across Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform and normalizes them into a common data model for cross-platform analytics and better FinOps decision. Let's take a quick look at how public cloud data flows into HPE Consumption Analytics to generate recommendations. In this example, we are using Amazon Web Services, although similar integrations are supported for Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform. Within AWS, cost and usage reports are configured in the AWS billing service and delivered to an Amazon S3 bucket. At the same time, infrastructure utilization metrics such as CPU, memory, network activities are collected from Amazon CloudWatch. The AWS account is then configured as a data source in HPE Consumption Analytics using secure credentials with the included recommendations options enabled. HPE Consumption Analytics ingests this cost and utilization data, normalizes it into a common data model, and analyzes usage patterns to identify optimization opportunities such as idle resources, right sizing options, and optimal cost savings, which are presented in the recommendations dashboard. Now that I am logged into the HPE Consumption Analytics, let me first navigate to the Data Source tab. Here I have selected the AWS test environment that has already been configured as a public cloud data source. This environment is enabled with the recommendations option and is connected to the Amazon S3 bucket used to store the AWS cost and usage reports we configured earlier. This setup allows HPE Consumption Analytics to securely ingest both cost data and utilization metrics from the AWS environment for further analysis. Now let's navigate to the Recommendations tab. On this page, HPE Consumption Analytics analyzes the collected cost and utilization data and automatically generates optimization recommendations across resources such as compute, memory, storage, and network. For example, if a virtual machine constantly uses very low CPU or memory compared to what was allocated, the platform may recommend right sizing the compute resources. It can also detect underutilized storage or inefficient network usage and suggest optimizations actions. At the top of the page, the summary section provides a quick overview of three insights. Total potential savings shows the estimated cost saving recommendations that are currently in new or active states. Next, the recommendation actions donut chart displays the total number of recommendations along with a breakdown by action type. Finally, the states section shows how many recommendations are currently active, new, resolved, or dismissed, helping team track optimization opportunities and their progress. At the bottom of the page, you can view a detailed list of recommendations, including the resource name, type, recommendation state, suggested actions, data source, and expected monthly savings. You can also refine the results using the filter icon based on resource type, recommendations, actions, state, or savings. Additionally, the data can be exported for reporting by selecting the action button and downloading it in a CSV or a PDF format. Now let's take a closer look at the recommendations with the decommission action. By clicking on the resource name, we open the detailed recommendations view, which includes three sections. The summary tab highlights the expected monthly savings if the recommendations is applied. Next, the resource overview section provides key details such as account ID, data source name, and associated tags. Finally, the matrix section shows utilization insights, including compute and memory usage, helping you review resource activities and validate the recommendations before taking actions. Now let's look at another recommendations with the downsizing action. By selecting the resource name, we can open the detailed view and focus on summary tab. Here the platform shows the current monthly cost, the projected cost after downsizing, and the expected monthly savings. This helps quickly understand the potential cost optimization that can be achieved by reducing the allocated resources. It's important to note that the recommendations feature in HPE Consumption Analytics proactively identifies optimization opportunities across your environment. However, the platform does not perform the remediation. Customers must review the recommendations and take the appropriate actions directly within their cloud environment. To summarize, we configured Amazon Web Services as a public cloud data source in HPE Consumption Analytics and enabled the recommendations capability. Using data from cost and usage reports stored in Amazon S3, along with the utilization matrix from the Amazon CloudWatch, the platform analyzes resource consumption patterns and identifies optimization opportunities. These insights help organizations improve resource efficiency and reduce cloud cost by taking the appropriate remediation actions in their environment. Thank you for watching the video. We hope this helped you understand how HPE Consumption Analytics can uncover optimization opportunities and improve cloud cost efficiency. Stay tuned for more videos in our Getting Started series.